name's Josh Ferris. I'm with the Equal Rights Alliance and the League of Gay and Lesbian Voters. One of the things that we came out today to talk about was the same-sex benefits domestic partner health insurance issue that the University of Pittsburgh is engaging in. They are refusing to grant their employees the needed and appropriate benefits that they deserve. First off, today the university was supposed to speak in this courthouse. They were supposed to speak in this courthouse and try to overturn the city's civil rights ordinance. This is a direct attack on the Pittsburgher, on the citizens and the people of the city of Pittsburgh. And we refuse to stand for anything of that nature. Yes. The people of Pittsburgh have the right to be protected with the civil rights ordinance, and Chancellor Mark Nordenberg refuses to do so. And we do not want that, nor do we allow it. This great city has maintained a role in the nation when it comes to standing up for the people that need help. Pittsburghers understand that every person deserves health care and that it is a basic human right. For over a decade, this city has said gay and lesbian people should not be treated as second-class citizens. Today, Mark Nordenberg wanted to change all that. As I said, the argument was supposed to be heard today that said, you, Pittsburgh, cannot protect your citizens from discrimination. But all of us here believe that Mark Nordenberg should end that attack on us in the city of Pittsburgh and grant health care benefits the health care benefits that so many successful companies already have in this city. Chancellor Nordenberg, you have been hiding far too long from us. You hid behind Trustee Conley 7 years ago. You hid behind the committee that produced that heinous report that said benefits are good, and that we agree with, but they aren't prudent. That is a fundamental point that people do not agree with, and we do not. You have inflated numbers, you have blamed Harrisburg, and even cast the blame on the parents at the university who need these benefits the most. These are parents with families and children, and you have chose to ignore them and not grant them the human dignity that they deserve. We have waited far too long for these benefits to be granted, and we will not wait any longer. We are tired of you wasting our time. Chancellor, you cannot hide behind your pressmen, nor can you hide from us. Mr. Nordenberg, your time is up, and we demand these benefits now. And we demand the city of Pittsburgh to call on Chancellor Nordenberg and say, end your attack on the city, end your attack on the citizens of Pittsburgh.
Yes, please.
We have a few speakers today that would also like to talk. We're gonna go through these very quickly. I want to thank everybody once again for coming.
All right. Thanks for the tip.
We've got some nice hecklers. But anyway, is Kat available? All right, Kat, here we go.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Carrick. I'm a current graduate student, a PhD student in the School of Social Work at University of Pittsburgh. I'm one of those people that would benefit if I was able to have my domestic partner covered under our insurance policy. Right now, if I was married, I could have my partner covered for $186 a month. Things like dental care, gynae care, health care of all sorts. We need to have those benefits, and it is a human right. This is a human rights issue. Thank you.
All I have to say is that, I've talked about this with a lot of people, and all the young people I know, even the ones who aren't politically active or politically liberal or anything, all the young people I know, just expect an institution like the University of Pittsburgh to offer these equal benefits, because the prejudice against gays is much less common among the young people that the city is supposedly trying to attract than it is among the old people who are making the laws. So this is not reflecting well against the city. That's all I know. That's all I know about this issue.
Okay. As everybody knows, Pitt is discriminating against a large group of people who deserve their right to have health benefits. When somebody does not have health benefits, when they have to worry about whether they're going to be sick or whether their family's going to be sick, they can't utilize the liberties and rights that the Constitution gives them. They're not equal citizens. Everybody should not have to worry about health care. It undermines democracy to make people unequal like this. The tenets of democracy say that everybody should be equally treated, have the same rights. Yes. And Pitt is trying to get people who are equal to be unequal, and it's important that everybody supports this drive to make sure everybody gets benefits, so that everybody in the community is equal, and so that democracy can be maintained. Because right now the democratic process is undermined when people are treated unequally. Yeah.
And I would just like to briefly say that it's disgusting that the university is not granting these same-sex benefits and trying to negate the City of Pittsburgh Civil Rights Ordinance, and that the university needs to start respecting all its workers, including the janitors who they're asking to take a pay cut. They need to respect, they need to start acting like a institution that cares about its workers, and right now they're not. So, yeah.
Now's the time to take rights away from people.
If anybody else would like to have a word very quickly, but we would like to once again thank everybody for coming out here. When the chancellor spoke to the trustees last month, he said we stand behind that report, and that report is doing everything that it told us it would do. Well, that report said that we should grant benefits, and he is not doing that. He said we should work with other universities. Other universities in the state have decided to grant those benefits. Temple University, it is a step. It is not the complete end to what we want and what we need, but it is taking the leadership in this state, and once again the University of Pittsburgh has decided to be a follower when it comes to achieving what is right for the state of Pennsylvania. They also told us that we must wait for the political climate in Harrisburg to become a little bit better. Well, I saw last fall a hate crimes bill passed for gay and lesbian people, and I've seen a governor elected who has expressed sincere support for domestic partner benefits. We also call on him to pressure the university since he is a constituent. All of those things have been met, and Chancellor Nordenberg has yet to move on this issue, and he has only stayed silent. Only his voice needs to be heard, because us and the City of Pittsburgh have risen our voice. So if there are any questions, we can take those now, but we felt like to thank everybody for coming out today.
Is all of Pittsburgh being affected by this?
The way the Civil Rights Ordinance actually works is there are state and federal civil rights ordinances that protect race and religion and ethnicity. Now, there's no state or federal civil rights ordinance protecting sexuality and gender orientation. Now, if Chancellor Nordenberg is successful in his attempt, it will negate the city civil rights ordinance, which does say if you're gay and if your landlord doesn't want you in their apartment, he can kick you out. That is a completely legal scenario. And the important thing is there's been a lot of gains in the state of Pennsylvania when it comes to these local civil rights ordinances. And if this is true, and it will then be taken to the courts, he possibly could negate every gay and lesbian civil rights ordinance that has ever been achieved in the state of Pennsylvania. That is how serious his attack is on everybody, and everybody should take this very seriously. Any other questions?
How long has this been happening?
This has been a lawsuit for 7 years now, when a woman by the name of Deborah Henson, she was an instructor in the University Law School, wanted benefits for her then partner. They had been together, and the university said no. They said you cannot get these, and so she then filed suit. She went through every possible means that the university had, going through human relations and things like that. No answer was found. She decided then that the only way to go would be to take legal action. And after she did, there were 6 more plaintiffs that signed onto the case. And now we have 7 plaintiffs who have been at this for 7 years. And we're getting very tired, but we are going to be here until it's over, until everybody has the right to be human in this city.
What about student involvement, if this is for benefits for staff?
The important reason that students need to be involved is this is a staff issue, but more than that, this is a human rights issue. This is about keeping the dignity people deserve. I mean, you see these students that came out here today. None of them are full-time employed. Not everybody's a student here, but none of them are full-time employed. But they came out here because there's a simple understanding that we We as people, we as citizens deserve health care, and everybody has that right.
University of Pittsburgh also needs to be aware that in order to attract and retain quality employees, this is something that people are going to be paying attention to. I'm going to be graduating with a PhD from the University of Pittsburgh. I want a place that's offering same-sex benefits. I won't consider any place else for employment.
It was possible for me to make sure none of my tax dollars went to that institution, the University of Pittsburgh. I would do it. To discriminate against gays and lesbians is a disgrace, it's an outrage. I won't stand for it. As a citizen of this city, I think it's time for the University of Pittsburgh to say we're going to go along with the rest of the people of this city. We're going to stop discriminating against faculty members and staff at this institution and the students who are gay and lesbian, and give them health care benefits, equal benefits, just like every other employee there. Thank you. I'm glad you're here.